Footballers need psychologists. Hello everybody, welcome back to the Jordan channel. Today I wanted to just talk honestly about footballers, their experiences, how it might affect their game, etc, etc. So let's just get straight into it. Now, the title of the video, I genuinely firmly believe in. I think all footballers need psychologists simply because of all the different things that they go through. I think people forget footballers are actually human. They aren't some being from outer space that will just come and land on Earth and we're trying to get them to leave Earth or something. They're not like that. They're literally normal people like you and me. And when you abuse them, you're hurting them, just like how you would hurt a friend if you talk bad about them. It's the same thing. And look, players like Rashford, Sancho, and Saka that got all that racial abuse after they missed a penalty in the Euros final, do you know how that must have affected them? Like, it's actually insane. Millions of people just hurling racial slurs at them. That leaves a permanent mark in your brain. And don't even get me started on Vinicius Jr. and how he gets abused by the Spanish fans week in, week out. How it still happens is bizarre to me. Like, surely you have to implement a stronger penalty if this is still happening. And look, it happens on a team level as well. Like, I'm thinking about Manchester United specifically, and I remember there was a leak one time that said we were going to get a sports psychologist to figure out why we keep bottling or losing games. And it brings me back to a quote Benny McCarthy shared. In training, everything is going swimmingly. Like, the players are executing the tactics perfectly, but then when it comes to the games, they just crumble. And it's interesting, you know, because how much footballers' performances are actually affected by pressure that they feel or withholding information and not getting their feelings out there. That's why I think footballers really do need psychologists. They need people to talk to about these feelings because it hinders their performances as well. I mean, look, Rashford is like one of the cases, especially where you know he's a talented player, but you know when his confidence dips, he's gone, he's out for the rest of the season. Take me back to 22-23 season, January till like March. He was going insane. Or was it like December till March? Either way, he was going insane. And then pressure started piling up and people actually started expecting something. Then he goes back down. Whenever expectations are low for Rashford, he does really well. And then when they're high, he crumbles. I wonder how much footballers are actually like that. Look, sports psychologists are needed in football. I mean, look at Dele Alli, bro. His story is so sad. And you know what's the worst thing? There's probably multiple stories like that have happened to like multiple footballers and they just haven't talked about it. We need psychologists in football because it helps the players themselves. And I'm talking more for the players instead of the fans, because the players are the ones that are actually playing the game. The fans are just watching. They hurl abuse like it's nothing. It's easy to hurl abuse when you've never been put in their situation before. Look, if you're playing for a club like Liverpool or Chelsea or City, you have the expectations of so many fans on you as well. And if you're a fan and you're abusing your own player, you should be ashamed of yourself. I'm not saying criticism, I'm saying abuse. You should be ashamed of yourself. Look, I've had my fair share of criticism on players, but when it comes to abuse, which is just overly criticizing and not even criticizing them anymore, you're just trying to bring them down, that's when it gets just too far. Like, I try to stay away from that as much as possible. So I just encourage all fans, remember before you post that mean tweet that these are normal people. They're normal people that go through things, just like you and me. With that being said, I'm done rambling on about it. Footballers need psychologists, and before you send that mean tweet, please think about how you would feel if you read that hate tweet in their positions. Okay, I'll see you later. Peace out.